Muy buenas noches, mi gente. We'll get started in just a minute. That's live. Speak.
You just told me not to talk.
I didn't say nothing.
You said don't say nothing. Now you say talk. Well, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? We got peoples in the buildings today. Is in the. Everybody's going to be up in chair today. Niecy, where you at? You said it's going to be up here too. What's going on? How everybody doing? Buenos noches.
Muy buenas noches, mi gente. Welcome. It's Friday night here in Chile, Florida. So we're quite happy about that. We kind of dressed for the weather tonight. Namaste, mi gente, mi tribu. Soy la Margarita with...
your boy, Professor, your friend, your cousin, your pal, your best friend.
That's what he says.
Yeah, I'm your best friend. What up, Andrea? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? I'm telling you, ooh, yeah, woo, woo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it is Friday. What you think about that? And it's cool out here. It's chilly.
It is
You got
nice.
your hat on. Got the red lipstick on. What? I thought she was going to a party. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Did I get to wear jackets and stuff? I got a little leg jacket. You know what I'm saying? A little something for the people.
It's nice. It's when you live in Florida and you're from up north where it's cold, where this time of year, with Thanksgiving.
Jesus.
Comes and the
fall and everything dies and you're gonna rub on yourself for half an hour. No fucking no. No, we're not doing that shit today. No, you wasn't. You was about to get no, fuck that. Last time you did that shit, you was like, I'm warm and I'm feeling and I'm radiant. R-A-D. No. What I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted is that this time of year it's always supposed to be chilly. Right before Thanksgiving, it brings in the Christmas spirit of the snow. And I heard it snowed up in Connecticut last night. And my sister and my son, they were all, and my friend was telling me how long it took them to get home because of the snow and the plowing. And they showed me videos and it was just so beautiful. And it's like, and then Florida being chilly from last night, it just like, it made me feel connected to what the beginning of the holidays is supposed to be like. So you saying down here you can't get into the holidays?
I don't feel the spirit of the holidays when I'm here because it's, I guess, being born and raised up north, which I'm surprised you don't even feel the same way. When it's hot on Thanksgiving,
I'm not one of these disgruntled New Yorkers down here, trying to act like everything fucking good in New York. Fucking New York was cold. New York was fucking dirty. Okay, and the shopping was great. Food was good. A lot of prejudiced ass folk running around in New York. Okay.
Oh, you don't find that here.
It's different. I rather straight up racist Southern folk that tell you I don't like you, than people who sit there and say, "Oh my God, good to see you today. I have a seat. Have something to eat. Have something to..." As soon as you walk out the door, I can't.
That's everywhere. That's a song that says. There's a song that says
racism in up north and racism down here is different.
I think you got it flipped.
My God. You got it flipped. See, I didn't let you get to my nigga off, and I ain't say nothing.
You got it flipped.
You think you J-Lo today?
No.
Because I'm red.
Because what you're saying is wrong. Because
hold on. Stop that. Stop that shit right there. You will not tell me I'm wrong in front of millions of people out here in the TV land. Okay? So take it back.
You're wrong because I think
shit, you still with
that up north.
Okay.
I believe up north. I think we're more raw. We're more unapologetically raw. We're going to tell you. And I think here in Florida, it's more the facade of tolerance. Am I wrong, Erica? Because you just corrected me.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Listen, now I'm going to break it down.
We're going to agree to disagree.
No, I'm going to prove my theory. See,
how long you been here?
Listen, I'm going to prove it. I've been in New York all my life.
Yeah, and not all your life, because you say you've been here 20 plus years.
I have been a New Yorker all my life. Okay? All my life I've been a New Yorker, but I'm going to tell you this, and you tell me if I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong, okay?
You're wrong.
You didn't even let me finish. the fact that she won't let me finish the same what I'm saying. Start. Because then you tend to say I'm wrong. I'm just wrong because I exist.
No.
Okay?
Because of what you're about to say.
No, I'm wrong because I exist.
You're flipping it, Bobby.
Let me say what I'm saying first.
Say it. If it's gonna make you feel
my God! You trying to defend the white folks up north?
No, I'm defending the people up north that
prejudice as folk.
Everywhere.
No, it's different. People in the South. Let me tell you something. Let me culturally inform some of y'all. Okay? Now you gotta tell me if I'm wrong. I'll be wrong after I say it. People in the South historically always had to deal and assimilate with black folks, either through slavery or whatever means, but they always had the opportunity to assimilate, work with them, deal with them, beat them, whatever they was doing it collectively. In New York City, it is set up on segregation. People are always in their separate sects, and they don't come out of them. So people who live in Little China, they stay right there. A Brooklyn motherfucker won't leave Brooklyn unless he got to. Okay, that's everybody. And then when they get in them subcultures and subsects, they don't break out of them. It's people right now who've been in New York for 20 some odd years who cannot speak a lick of English. Okay, they stay in the sect, whether that's Italian, Irish, German, or even blacks. Everybody goes into their sects and they stay in their sects. Here, at least in the South, people assimilate more, especially with blacks, because they had no choice to through slavery. Now, you can tell me I'm wrong, but see, I try not to pull my professor hat out too much, but sometimes I just got to shut Margarita down. No. Now, go ahead, Margarita. Your rebuttal.
My rebuttal?
You want to move on?
No,
I'm letting you save it. I'm letting you save your ass right now. You can save your ass. No. There is no rebuttal of my greatness.
No.
You can't rebuttal it. It's so profound. You can't fight it.
First of all, you left New York as a teenager.
And New York has gotten worse and even more segregated. What are you talking about?
The thing is, you're only talking from your experience of staying within your own sect.
No, not me. No. First of all, I have moved around New York so much. New York was boring for me. I was trying to go to France at 16, boo-boo.
But see, you're talking about, that's your experience in New York. You can't tell me that what I'm saying.
Oh, the Bridgeport experience. Oh, we're discussing the Bridgeport experience, okay? But we're not discussing the Bridgeport experience today. We're discussing New York City, okay? Okay, let's move on.
You can't tell me that.
Can we agree to disagree?
More people, and not only white people being racist towards me, I have experienced Cubans being racist towards me.
Wait, down here?
Here.
Oh.
Back home where I'm from, my little inner city, where it's a melting pot, and there's all of us there, we're all accepting of each other. We don't mean we gotta like each other.
You mean black, whites, and
Cubans, Mexicans, Dominicans.
I'm talking about the Spanish.
I'm talking about the whites and the blacks too. Mm-hmm. I grew up in one of the worst housing projects in Bridgeport.
And there was white folks in the project?
Yes, there was.
Two?
Well,
there was two white folks there. Two white folks. The super and the super son.
But it's still a white person. So you can't. So your experience with the racism.
Oh, I ain't coming off of it.
First of all, I don't need you interrupting me because I do not interrupt you.
You know you were wonderful coffee, Margie, and you look so nice today.
So
I'm serious. The way I'm telling you, when you get fired up, your cheeks is like rosy fucking red, okay? And they look absolutely beautiful. Now you remind me of Christmas, goddammit. Okay? I'm saying you look absolutely wonderful. What up? What up? Kissing ass. Oh, Natalie. What up? Sorry, we're having our own discussion. This is funny. This is what we do when we're not on. This is what we do all day. So people talk about how we agree on everything.
No, because he's wrong. Because he's trying to make me choose something that I'm not even gonna.
You see how I did the nice job to like move us from another topic to another topic, and you refuse to do so.
I'm not refusing.
You refuse to do so. You refuse to move on. You want to stay stuck in the event.
Like you're fucking Einstein right here on a subject.
Namaste.
Okay.
Good evening. Buenos noches.
Buenas noches.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
It is wonderful to see you.
It's likewise.
What is our topic going to be on today?
Our topic is just a closure to what we began on Wednesday.
And that was a riveting group session we had.
It was, but it was kind of, you were kind of a clown. And I think that I drank a lot of champagne on purpose, and I think it was my way of dealing with Eric's birthday. Oh. And I think it was your way of dealing with Eric's birthday. And so, I think we got through it good. I heard a lot of good feedback from Wednesday's show.
Those who wasn't here, we was drinking, popping some champagne.
Oh, we popped a bottle of champagne.
We drank it. And then, so we was talking trash because we was a little,
It was our grieving. It was the way we grieved.
We was grieving,
And accepting.
Yeah, and accepting. And then talking about relationships and ending and starting to, and how you start a new relationship.
Where do we go from here?
And that's where we're at. Before we jump into it, can I just run a few new segments out?
Please.
Real quick, if you're having turkey for Thanksgiving, don't. Okay. If you're gonna have it, make sure somebody cooks it all the way. We have what's this? How can I say it? Salmonella. Say it.
But before we go into any topic,
okay,
I would like to welcome Erica Balahala, who is present today.
Did she want you to tell her name? She's trying to keep her job. Why are you trying to destroy people's job? You can't. This is underground shit we doing here. You trying to mess up people's job? I can barely keep mine like here, okay? And now you trying, Eric, Bahama Mama. She said, her last name is Bahama Mama.
Yeah, I think that's going to be your new name.
That's her nigga, Bahama Mama. Yeah, that's the one with the sexy foot that got the tattoo that go up her foot to her knee. And yeah, she got one. She got a hot tattoo. And then tell our other guest here.
And our other guest is our number one fan and who is always on, putting her 2 cents in.
Numero uno.
Say it.
The one and only me.
She said the one and only me. She's getting real. Okay, yeah, we are.
From New York, Italian.
Oh.
Let me just put that in there.
An Italian New Yorker.
Did you say her
name?
Natalie what?
I can't say her last name. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Fernandez. No.
How you're supposed to be learning Spanish? You better start practicing.
Oh, Fernandez.
There you go. So welcome to them for being live with us tonight.
Damn straight. Okay. Okay. Back to say it again. The poison. Salmonella. Okay, so with that going on, they was trying to identify where it's coming from, and they really can't get a hand on it. So if you're going to eat turkey from someone, just make sure it's fully cooked.
And you know what? Puerto Ricans, we normally, when we get our meat, we cleanse it with vinegar. No matter what it is I'm cooking, I always cleanse my meat with vinegar. That's our bleach. So try just.
But I thought you was going over some white people's house to eat for Thanksgiving.
I am.
We're a clean people too.
So maybe I would give the white person
because they might not be doing that vinegar, and you can sit there and look at the turkey like this.
What if I suggest it?
They're gonna say, hey, "Do you want some turkey, Margie?" You be like, "Yeah."
I am like, I'm vegan.
I'm be texting the person house. You like, she's lying. She wants the turkey. Okay. Go ahead. So they bleach the turkey.
No.
So white people bleach their turkey with vinegar.
No, Puerto Ricans cleanse their meats, especially chicken. We cleanse it with vinegar. That's like our bleach to cleanse any bacteria and germs off.
And black folks do that too.
Okay, there you go. I can't speak for black folk.
Try not to.
Yeah, I won't.
Juice.
Huh?
We do orange juice.
The citrus? Well, sometimes if I don't have vinegar, I will squeeze fresh lemon juice on it.
And from our Italian guests, they said that they do orange juice.
That's hard to say.
Citrus,
yeah.
Yeah. What we're trying to say in any culture, clean your meat. That sounds so bad, right?
Black people use dishwash. Clean your meat.
And please, if somebody's using dishwashing detergent to clean their meat, please don't offer me any of your food. I don't want to eat nothing that you do with the dishwashing. Be more creative than that. Well, the bottom line, if you're going to eat, make sure that they're doing that. Somebody just gave me some turkey today, and they handed it to me, and they said, try it. And I was like, nah, I haven't really had something to eat. Try it.
Well, everything's scary because did you hear that the United States sends their chicken to China to be packaged, and then China sends it back?
No.
Yes.
No. The same thing we do with orange juice.
And you know how you seen the videos where they're stuffing the chicken with whatever to make it look fatter and plunkier? Mm-hmm. That's what's happening over there when they're packaging it. And then it's being shipped here. So, and I love me some chicken, but it's like, what are we supposed to do? Like,
there's no.
What about 3 hours?
I don't have a green thumb. Am I supposed to start creating a garden and just eating, just be totally vegan?
Yeah, organic. It's the safest if you ain't growing it.
Be organically vegan or start raising chickens.
We could be organically orgasmic.
Magically orgasmic. Remember me, gente, I have the shirts, the pants.
Oh my God.
And soon, and there's going to be other products soon to come. So, I will on Tuesday. Are we doing Tuesday and Thursday?
Yes, we're back.
So, we're back to our regular show time, Tuesday and Thursday next week. And I will have my gear on.
Oh, Thanksgiving is what day?
Thursday.
On Thursday.
So, I guess it won't be Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I will be podcasting on Thanksgiving.
You podcasting Thanksgiving? Yeah. But it won't be the WATERMARK show.
We can do the call-in and we can
I gotta do my rights. We got a lawyer already. She's trying to break off and do her own sex shit. You know what I'm saying? Have every Puerto Rican from Bridgeport. Okay. This is the Bridgeport? Holla shot. No, this is WATERMARK. If I see any person doing this show without my express permission, I'm suing you, okay? Get it on tape.
You gotta say copyright.
Mi gente.
Copyright. Thank you.
We're gonna
Natalie, my lawyer. She's hired.
We're gonna do some news right now, and then we're gonna go into this subject because this subject is really near and dear to my heart with some of my clients, with some of my close friends who have been dealing with this kind of stuff.
Where do you go from after a breakup?
Where do you go from here, including myself? So me talking about this is also helping me. It's also teaching me. It's also clearing the path for me, as I hope we're doing for many of you out there. So Byron's gonna do some news, and then we're gonna get a bit more serious.
No, we're not.
And then
you always try to get so serious.
I know.
And when you break up with him, leave him forever. Don't come back. Well, I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, that's what you be doing. Because when I did it, I never went back. But that's what Margarita would do. Because when Margarita say it, that's how it goes.
That's okay. All day, no doubt.
Because why am I? I am magically orgasmic.
All day.
My body, my soul, and everything about it. The fuck? Okay, hold on.
He is criticizing me, but he did me on point.
Because I be watching.
He observed me, and you must have liked it.
Oh, I like it. Anytime a woman's in there, it could be a dumb crippled woman with one tooth. Oh, I'm like, what?
Who's keeping your job?
A dumb crippled woman? I got fired for that? Is that not politically correct? A dumb crippled? I guess not.
With your job.
Hold on, time for me to back it up.
Oh, yeah.
It never happened. Okay, there we go. Okay.
I can't read that. Lady B. Martinez.
What up? Okay, real quick on the news. So we did the turkey piece. Okay, Sam's Club employee. He was employee of the week. His name is T.C. Daniels in Lynchburg, Virginia. He was the employee of the week. They had his picture up in the at the Sam's Club, and people were calling in saying that his picture had to be taken down. He had a Black Panther shirt, like Wakanda Black Panther shirt on, and they said that was reverse discrimination.
Racist. I hate when they say that.
Who's they? Anyway.
Anyone who says something about reverse discrimination, like, okay, first of all, the operative word here is reverse, so that means it's okay when you do it?
I don't know how they took it, but one good thing, Sam's Club, send a message out saying they stand by him, they will not remove the the picture, and they left it up there, and then people just kind of wanted to boycott. But
nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Sometimes you gotta stand your ground.
Stand your ground. And
Good
they said
job,
wonderful.
Sam's Club.
What up, Shayla? Shayla? Is that Shayla or Sheila?
Shayla.
Is that Sheila? Shayla.
She's Spanish. Shayla Santiago.
So why you guys trying to make it sound like it's better than what it is?
Because it's Shayla, just like I'm Margarita.
Mira, Shayla, what's up? Shit. I'm just trying to help you all out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Carry on.
Okay. I'm moving right along. She keep interrupting me. She's throwing me off. Okay. Now, I don't know if you heard 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend. I don't know if they were still together. Kim Porter.
She died.
She passed.
You mean Puff Daddy?
Yeah, Puff Daddy.
What?
50 Cent. Oh, this is why I said it. No. Let me go back. No. 50. The reason why I brought up 50 Cent because there's a 2-part on 50 Cent. I wanted to send a shout out to 50 for being mindful to send a wonderful condolences to Puff because of the death of Kim Porter. Because usually he always come up with some slick stuff.
Yeah.
He got some nasty to say. No, he came up with something really saying, we're there for you. We heard about the death, and he really loved her, and shout out and good positive vibes. That's the one part of 50 Cent that I really, usually he's some weird, crazy shit he's doing, but that was really, really good. The other part he did that that Stars, which he does with Power, because he's the co-producer of Power, and which is a big hit. They are giving him more autonomy to do more shows. So now he's becoming like one of the second, in charge of Stars now.
But didn't Puff Daddy really want to break into the movies?
Yeah.
And really didn't do good?
No, but this dude, 50 got his hand on that movie deal.
50 does good.
Yeah,
he played with Robert De Niro.
He
play with Robert De Niro.
He's getting a little acting on. So what up, Rich? Okay, so and that's it. I kept the news. People out up north in New York and everywhere else you're at, Bridgeport. Stay warm.
You better recognize.
Stay warm. Stay safe. People on the West Coast, be mindful with all.
Pray for rain.
Pray for rain. Isn't that amazing how the fires go so fast?
Over one person. That fire was done by one camper who made a campfire, and it's the most devastating one. So pray for rain, mi gente. Pray that California gets the rain it needs to shut out those fires.
And that's it for the news. Everybody just be safe. Be safe.
So, where do we go from here?
Okay.
Now, where do you go from here?
She told me to shut up, and she been ready to go. Now it's lights, camera, action.
No, so you got the reason. I'm just going to run something down real quick.
To do mine.
And it says that there's no emotional rescue squad coming for you to save you from all of this new crap that you're experiencing once the breakup has happened. Divorce, breakup, separation, death. No one's going to come save you, okay? So you are all alone in your head every day with the range of emotions, the anger, the relief, the humiliation, the depression, and of course, the fear. You're going to have fear at every level of whatever it is you're feeling. You're going to have anger, and that's going to be based off the fear. You're going to feel humiliated, and that's going to be based off fear. So fear is always going to be at the base of all your emotions. So until you attack that fear, until you learn how to dissipate that fear from what you have to deal with, then all the other emotions will start just...
Explain that again to me.
Fear.
Yeah.
Fear is always at the core of everything we feel. When we get upset with somebody, we're fearful. When we get defensive, it's because there's a fear that we have. So fear is always at the base. When you're dealing with a divorce or a breakup, that's the first thing you're going to feel is fear, because now you're left alone.
Okay.
When you've been two for so long. Okay, I'm looking at Erica because I'm like, is she going to correct me again? So,
fear of what happened?
So all the emotions that you feel after a breakup, and then you're gonna feel like you're alone on an island. You can be in a room full of people, but you're gonna feel like they don't understand what you're feeling, but they do. There's been people who have been in your position who have now looked back at it and can just shake their head and say, yeah, that was tough, but this is where I'm at now. it's an easier process because they've let go of some of the fear, right? So you're going to be alone in your head, and you're going to feel like only you can fix it. And the range of emotions, remember, they're anger, relief, humiliation, depression, and fear. But I just want to fix that.
But say it again in case people are writing that down.
Anger, relief, humiliation, depression, and fear. But
anxiety.
Put fear next to each one of those that I just mentioned. Because that you need to recognize that the biggest emotion that you really are feeling, but you're camouflaging with all the other names that I put, is fear. And if you are a Christian, then you know that God is not the spirit of fear. So you're going to have to learn how to chip that fear away. Now, feelings of failure. And if he keeps singing while I'm talking about something that's serious.
You said a song that was, God is the spirit of fear.
First of all, you cannot sing it unless you know every single word so people can understand and feel what
power.
So feelings of failure, mi gente, of being unattractive. So during a breakup, I wish that our live person was here today, or was here now. She's supposed to be on her way. So you're gonna have feelings of failure. Where did you fail in this relationship? Why didn't it work? What didn't you notice? Blah, blah, blah. The list is going to go on forever if you keep that thought rolling. Like a hamster on the wheel. It's just going to keep going.
A fear that you're not, what?
A failure.
A failure?
And then of being unattractive. Like, if this is the person I dedicated so much time with and now they're leaving me, I must not be attractive, because you're going to attack yourself from every chakra that you own. So there's 7 chakras. So you're going to constantly be attacking yourself. And then what's that going to do? It is going to throw you so off balance. You're not going to have the energy to have a positive thought.
When you're feeling, the feeling of failure, is that coming from that you have a preconceived notion that when you have a relationship that it's not supposed to ever end?
But don't most people have that?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
That's why it feels like the glass ceiling just shattered upon you and you're like laying on the floor with all these holes in you, because this was supposed to be forever.
Right.
And in the interim of that forever, you see the cracks happening, and then what happened? You're doing nothing to repair it before it totally shatters into a million pieces.
You will lose control if you don't refocus all on God. You know, I gotta say this, Natalie's like right here, and she's texting, so that's weirding me the F out. Natalie, you're right here. If you want to say something, say it. Because I'm thinking Natalie's somebody else. But if y'all don't see her, she's right next to me, okay? So when she's texting, I'm leading this and looking at her ass, saying, what the hell? She probably does that with her man. I hate you.
No.
You look at her. It was me, I'm sorry. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
So anyways, so like if you've lost the most valuable years of your life, so with the feelings of failure and of being unattractive, you also feel like you've lost the most valuable years of your life that you've shared with somebody, that you've invested all that time and energy, that nothing you ever do going forward is going to replace that.
Philly's finest.
So then you're going to throw in the lack of confidence. Getting easily annoyed. If anybody's been through this, please speak up.
So you're saying that when you're feeling unattractive, so then you're thinking that no one's going to like how you're looking at that point?
Yeah, you're not going. It's like no matter what you do, because first of all, you're not going to be in the frame of mind. Because what is attractive? What attracts you to someone? Someone who attracts me? Someone who's funny, who just is laughing, and you can just see it in their eyes, their love of life. I don't care that they have name brand stuff on, but they gotta look jiggy. They always gotta look nice, you know.
She went Will Smith on
you know. So
no.
You gotta look jiggy. You can't be looking all like you just rolled out of bed and shit. But you know what? The most attractive feature in a man to me is a man that has a beautiful smile and that just laughs. That means they enjoy life, but like something that comes from their soul, not a fake one like what you're doing right now. Anyway, so then you losing the most valuable years of your life, you're gonna feel, and then you're gonna throw in the lack of confidence, right? Getting easily annoyed, occasionally spewing venom. So you're going to be talking about that person that you're suffering for because you're not with them. So now you're going to try and make them look bad or at least sound bad, but you're only looking stupid because you're talking bad about this person and how they broke your heart and you can't believe they ruined the family. All the while, you're just throwing pennies in a fountain wishing that they'll take you back.
So you're spewing venom, but you really want to be back.
Yeah, this is...
So that's dualism. Because you
don't know what to do. I think that when you fail to see the damage that's being caused in your relationship and then it ends, but it's not from you because you didn't have the courage to fix it, so you sure as hell are not going to have the courage to deal with the breakup.
Absolutely.
Right? So then what happens? Now you're angry because that person had the courage to say, I can't do this no more.
Bastard.
So now you're angry, so of course you're going to spew venom because how dare he? How dare he leave
It's 9 o'clock.
What's going to happen with the kids? The kids' lives are going to change. They used to seeing me every night. They used to seeing me every morning. So, I mean, yeah, it's always going to be the other person's fault until you get a hold of yourself. The suppressed anger.
Yeah, girl.
The emotional and physical exhaustion because your mind is working. You might take little siestas and stuff, but your mind is going, and you're so mentally exhausted, your vision is blurred, your thoughts are all twisted up like a salty pretzel.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have no energy to dress up, you're not going to be as productive at work, you're not going to, reach out to the family like you used to do, you're going to try to isolate yourself, and then you're going to be mad when they don't come looking for you. So you're gonna be all twisted up. So those are the things that you're going through. But that's not what we're gonna focus on today. What we're focusing on, I just wanted to throw you out there of some of those things. So strap on your attitude. You're gonna need it for this phase of rebuilding your life after the breakup or the divorce. You have to. You know what? Just hold on tight. Hold on, because shift's about to happen, and it's really going to happen in your favor if you allow it.
S-H-I-T.
If you allow the shift to take place, the universe will produce for you the path that you're supposed to be on. And remember that although the breakup is devastating, it'll break you in certain kind of ways. And for men, most likely your pockets, because now you got to pay a whole shitload more than you did when you were living in the home.
Oh, hold on. So that's the only thing you going. I let you do this. The whole day dissertation, and that's all you gave for the men.
No,
because they're gonna have to spend some money.
First of all, you're interrupting me in the middle of my thing, and then you throw me off. Because then now you're throwing me off, and then I gotta give you that stupid look, like how dare you interrupt me when I'm talking about something important.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, mi gente. So when you allow that shift to start seeping in, and you allow your chakras to align, the universe will open that path or shine the light on that path.
What's a chakra?
That you know what? Because whether it's universe, whether it's God, whatever you want it, whatever. Because it's everything. God is the universe. So,
teacher, what's a chakra?
The 7 chakras. It is the I know, I see, I speak, I love, I feel, I understand, I am.
So we're gonna do something in the 7 chakras because I really want to know more about the 7 chakras as much as everybody else want to also. So 7 chakras let me write that down. 7 chakras.
With the CH.
Chakra.
So Byron is going to talk about moving forward and the positive things you can do and how to stay on your path. And you might veer off every now and then because it's okay to be sad. Remember, you can have a 24-hour pity party, and if you want to do it once a week, do it. The one thing I want to say to you, mi gente, is after a breakup and a divorce, when you feel like you're a failure or you feel unattractive, and this goes to both the women and men.
Oh, thank you.
You might become promiscuous. You might feel that you got to get out there and seek attention and fill a certain void that you have. But I just want to let you know that when you do get out there and you do start giving yourself to people in that, it's not even intimacy, it's just sex, to fill a void that you're feeling at that moment, you're giving away parts of your spirit. And when you're done with that and you go back home, you're going to feel emptier.
Yep.
You're going to feel more lonely because you just gave a piece of yourself away. And the sad thing is that you didn't even give yourself a chance to understand who the hell you are now in your moment after this breakup. So you're just giving away pieces of yourself that you don't even fucking understand. So you're going to have to just focus on you. And if you got to go out there and break it off, just choose one partner. Just choose one little cuddle buddy that you're going to call every now and again. And that's okay if that's a good understanding you have.
What was that? A cuddle bunny?
Cuddle buddy. And then, but don't break yourself up in all these pieces for all these people. So you're mixing your spirit with other spirits and you still don't got a grasp on who you are in this moment after the breakup, after the divorce, after the death. It's easy for us to do that. So I think the hard work has to be done right up front so that when you go on...
Hey, bro, Byron is shook by the truth bomb. Bastards.
So listen. So
hold on. Before you go on your dissertation.
I'm done. I was just going to introduce you.
I don't want to be introduced. I want to be a part of what you're saying.
Okay.
Damn it, man. It's supposed to be a conversation.
But because we can't converse if I'm trying to say something and you're constantly interrupting me.
But I had to, because you was messing out for every man alive.
No, I was not. I said the first part about the men, because most of the men will have to pay alimony. Yeah. They would have to pay the mortgage. Yeah. They would have to pay all this child support, half of the kids' insurance. So the men do have it hard in the breakup. And it's even harder when they didn't even want the breakup.
Okay, now you hitting on something.
That's, I'm not speaking negative on anything. Okay, I'm just getting clarity. Being a male here, I was just like some clarity. That's all.
Well, you got it. Okay. And you said if you going like dating, that so a man should
not dating. I didn't say dating.
Okay, so when a man go out and
when you're trying to fill a void right after
you're saying that he shouldn't be sleeping around.
He shouldn't be sleeping around with a handful of women.
He should get one cuddle buddy.
One cuddle buddy. That, you know what, he's comfortable with, that his spirit is comfortable with. I'm not talking about a relationship. What I'm talking about is an understanding that whenever she wants to be broken off and you want to be broken off, it's okay to call each other for that. But don't go spreading yourself thin, trying to think I'm the shit now.
Can't even get it out, huh?
And you're not really there. You're not showing up for yourself. But you're giving all this intimacy out to strangers because you're trying to prove a point. You have to show up for yourself. You have to get an understanding who you are now that you're standing alone.
It's so funny for a male hearing this, for me.
Do you have any more?
That it's like a two-parter. Because, I have... What she said was 101% right. But if all men were talking amongst ourselves and the woman was not present, we would tell you to, do your thing. What in the middle of doing your thing, what I would say for men is to be mindful of what you're doing it for. And make sure that when you're doing it, you're not doing it in like I'm going to show her. Kind of be understood, do it because you want to do it. Kind of like even when I tell them, every time I talk to a guy and I talk about cheating, and he says, "Well, I cheated because she did that," and then I would tell him, "No, you did it because you wanted some banana." So for men, if you just gotta go hunting, do a few things. Make sure you do it safe. Make sure it's not crazy, but make sure that you are kind of understanding why you're doing it. The act. That was it. I agree with you. You was 100% right. You know what I'm saying? That was
and I tell my son this all the time. Mm-hmm. My son thinks it's cool sometimes. And my son gets beautiful women, but I tell him no, it's and he gets it. But
how old is he?
No, but he doesn't do it. But I try to prevent it from happening, and I try to prevent him from thinking it's okay to have 2 or 3 girls at the same time. Because
how old is he?
My son is going to be 29.
Oh.
My baby.
Okay.
My puto.
When you get about 30, stop it. So if Uncle Meech's telling you 25, 26, do your thing, B. Okay, let's move on. Don't get no one girl. That's a trick, y'all.
Nancy. Where's Nancy Green? She hasn't said anything.
She be all right? Well, they be all right? Okay, real quick. If you're going to break up, and you do break up, a few things I'm going to ask you not to do, okay? Or what's something you should do? Okay?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay. You should do. First thing I want you to do is and you write it down. Cut off all contact. I think it's very difficult to have relationships when you're going to keep contacting the person.
Yeah, because it's false hope. One of you are giving the other one false hope.
And because when you hear that person's voice, and your shit tingles, and your ass cheek,
and the longing, and then what happens is you forget about the bad times, and all you're thinking about what we had and how his.
They go Nancy.
Hey Nancy, you haven't been saying anything.
Hola Nancy. I just want you. I'm asking you. I'm begging you. If you're gonna break up with somebody, stop all this communication. Cut that off. Okay? The more you talk to them, the harder it's going to be every time. Don't text me. Don't send me no email. Don't send me no postgram. Don't send me nothing. Let me just wallow in my sorrows right now. And you do what you got to do. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, so. Okay, 2. Allow yourself time to grieve. Okay? Please write that down. Allow yourself time to grieve. I think one thing if you don't allow yourself time to grieve, then first of all, you got to tell yourself it's okay to grieve. First of all, okay? I think a lot of people don't know that it's okay to feel pain for something. I'll say this again about a pen. Do you know if everybody grieves, if you lose your favorite pen, you're going to grieve, okay? Your favorite pen. It's just the amount of time
no that you grieve. No other pen is going to be sufficient for the rest of the day.
A pen. You're going to grieve.
Because I am very, very much into my pens, and I go ballistic, and then I'm like, I can't write.
Yeah, so because she's a writer, so when she needs her tools. That's one of her tools. A pen is a tool for her, so it has a different kind of meaning for you than anybody else.
Yes.
Right. So even if you lose a pen, there's a point of grief there that you got to go through the process of the grief. Be okay and embrace the grief. Okay.
And can I say something at that?
You don't have to be polite like you. That's so not you.
No, because even in death. When about the grieving and death, I just have to put that. You feel like you got to be strong, and I don't know. I'm not going to speak for anybody. I'm only going to speak for myself. One of the parts of grieving is people looking out for you and checking in on you and asking you, "Are you okay?" Or popping up like slut magic to make sure that you're okay, and you just wish they wouldn't, and it's because you put on the facade that you're strong. And I did that a lot in the beginning. I'm good. Why is everybody asking me how I'm feeling? On Wednesday, on Eric's birthday, hey Lisa, on Eric's birthday on Wednesday, I received a lot of texts, a lot of phone calls, and how are you? And how you dealing with it? And it was the first time that I didn't allow myself to get upset with that question.
Yeah, because you usually get mad.
I get mad because of the facade, because I felt like I'm okay. Why does it? And it was because I didn't grieve, and I'm still in the grieving process. And it's 1.5 years already. I'm still in the grieving process, and it's going to be 12 years that my dad is dead. Okay. I'm still grieving my dad, but I'm doing it in my way. But it's now, I think, after Eric passed away, that I gave myself permission to say, I don't have to be strong all the time.
Yeah. That was beautiful. And you don't have to.
So, there's people we lose. Everybody loses somebody because we are born to die. So, I would say grieve, because at both funerals, I was so numbed. I felt like somebody invited me to a funeral and I didn't know who was in the casket. That's how high I built that wall, my armor, so that I wouldn't.
Let me say this: a grieving process is different for every person.
It's a process,
right? And it's a process.
That's the key word.
I think what we're forgetting when we talk about a death of a relationship, death of a family member. Anytime you're breaking off something,
of a dog.
Like when my dog was hit,
Henry.
Why you had to say his name?
You met him?
Why you had to say his name?
It was so beautiful.
Why you do that to me? Okay? Henry was the best dog I ever had. And my son left him out there and he got hit. Henry was the best dog I ever had. I stole him. I'm sorry. But I deserved him. And he died. I had to go through a process.
How long you had him?
For like 3 years. The best dog I ever had in my life. And he died. He got hit by a car. And that hurt me to my soul. And I thought I never like a dog. And that dog was one of the best things I ever had. But let me tell you, you still got to go through a grieving process, okay? And when you go through that process, then you come out kind of better for it. You know what I'm learning about? When you allow yourself to grieve and you go through it, you are a better person at the end of that process. Because then you know how to love it. Remember we talked about loving? And what they said? My problem, I felt guilty to be happy. Oh, I like that she said that.
That's why I called her out so she can talk about this.
Let me tell you something. Can I jump on that a little bit?
Please.
When a person's... You know what? I can understand that. Sometimes I do that with myself, and I feel guilty sometimes for being good about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if she's in reference of being happy of the loss of a life or happy because loss of
life of the loss, someone very close to
okay, so I had to make sure I was talking in the right text. I had a friend, and she called me right after her mother died. And she said, man, I said, what's wrong? She said, my mother passed. And then she said, but I got to tell you something. She said...
She didn't say it in the tone he's saying it now.
I know. Then she said it just like I'm saying. She said that I hated that my mom's died, but I'm so relieved that she's gone. But I'm not telling nobody. Because if I tell anybody that I'm relieved, everybody going to say, how could you be relieved that your mother passed? You know what? I think if people love you when people go, they want you to live a abundant life, a good life. So what I would tell you, let's not work for happiness. Let's work for joy, and let's look for joy.
And when you do the joy, because although Eric was paralyzed for the 5 years, and every day we were losing a piece of him, he still kept that smile on his face. So the one thing that we carry on when somebody we love travels to the afterlife is the memories that we created with one another. You can't harp on, I didn't do this enough. Maybe I wasn't this good. Why did we have to have that last argument? I should have made that phone call. Why didn't I answer my phone when they called? Those are things that could have, would have, should have, should not exist when you're missing someone you love. It should always be the memories. Of course, no relationship, not even your relationship with God, is always going to be the greatest relationship. You're going to fail. You're going to sin. You're going to fall short. You're going to fuck up because you're human, and that's what life is about. So you can't, when someone you love has moved on to the next realm, and it is until we meet again, always do exactly what Byron said. It's not, happiness comes from within you, but fill your cup with joy. Fill your cup that you had an existence with this person. You have memories with this person, and it's for the rest of your life. That person is going to be carried through you.
Now, when we talk about relationships that's going on now, that's what we go back to, that cutting things off, because when the person is dead, then you can't get back to that person. Okay, but when a person's alive and you're breaking and you're going through these same emotions, that person is there and they're accessible. Now, that's when you have to kind of train yourself not to talk to somebody that you want to, that's accessible to you to talk to. So now you have to tell yourself, I cannot continue to keep having conversations. Every time I do any kind of meeting with a guy and he's breaking up with his woman, he says, I just can't stop talking to her, man. I gotta keep looking at her Facebook, man. I can't keep doing it. But every time you're doing that, you just taking the scab off the wound, and you're gonna keep on bleed. You're gonna bleed out, baby boy. Allow yourself to grieve. Now, also, go on, bawl your eyes out. I think we always forget that it's okay to cry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think, like you said, that pain lets you know you what?
Alive.
See, I be listening to you. You think I don't be listening to you? I hear you, sister girl. I hear you. I just don't like it. I don't like her, but I hear her. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening. She's like, you ain't heard me? I heard this shit. I'll talk about it later, damn it. Okay? Go on and boil your eyes out. Cry, cry, cry. But listen, there's an end game to this. See, a lot of times...
Hey, Bernice.
Whatever, Bernice. You're late as shit. I said some good stuff about you, too, Bernice. I said, where my girl Bernice? I said, where's she at? You're so late. You're so late. Anyway, I'm the only one who could be late in this podcast. Everybody else, on time. Okay? Have your asses here on time. okay? Go on and boil your eyes out because I want you to be okay with crying. Because we're going to tell you this, and this is going to be a little trick we're going to do with you. Once you start to cry, we're going to tell you that we don't expect your grieving process to be over, but we're going to allow you some cry time. But once you get past that cry time, then we're looking for you to do something after that.
You have to do something because whether it's a breakup, divorce, or death, it's not about getting over it. And that's where the person gets stuck. They try hard. They're working hard to get over it. You're never going to get over it. You got to get through it. Because getting through it means you got to put the work in. And once you put the work in, it's like when you start exercising and you start training those muscles and they start forming. That's how you do with your mind, and that's how you do with your heart. You start training it, just like when you start clean eating or you start removing things out of your diet that's going to be healthy for your body. You have to go through the pain, the agony, the frustrations, all the anger, because that is your exercise for your spirit.
Bernice's birthday today.
Happy birthday! Let's sing, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miss Hernandez. Happy birthday to you.
We are tone deaf, but there you go, mamita.
In a black version, that I know you don't know it, it's Happy Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to. Okay, that's it. That's all you get.
Lisa to you and anyone else. Yes.
Lisa says her birthday too?
No, she said I'm talking to her.
Lisa just want to be part of it. My birthday is my birthday too. No, it's not.
So remember, with the grieving, with the crying, you can cry as many times as
it's my party. I can cry
hits you. Because people think that they could only cry for a certain amount of time when
right.
they're alone. Now, people who know me from the old Margie, and now this Margie that I am today, I think it's like a 2.0. I'm going to give myself that. I graduated to 2.0 Margie. So when they're hurting, and then I know they want to cry, but they won't, I'm like, it's okay, you can cry. Because for so many years, I just didn't accept crying. I didn't cry. I didn't hear what the sound of my cry was from the age of 6 until I was 40 years old. And it was 2 years after my father died that I finally cried over my father dying. And that's when I heard the sound of my cry after so many years. So imagine all the damage I did to myself, to my body, because of the stress, because of holding in all that pain. The way I looked at things, that when anybody started crying around me, they pissed me off. Like, why are you crying? Stop crying. I didn't care who it was.
And people still said around you?
And if I didn't know you, I would walk away from you. I wasn't the type to go up and hug you and say, okay, it's going to be okay. Here's a tissue. I'll be like, you good? And I walk away. Because I would not tolerate crying. And when Eric became my assignment, and then I became just a fucking tear. I was a river. I was always, because of the sorrow and the anger. And then and it was because of Eric and his calmness and his kindness that I finally broke down and cried about my dad. Because it was like, I think that I felt that if I cried, I was weak and pathetic. And I learned that wasn't the case. So now I agree 150% with Byron. You cry every time that feeling comes, because I swallowed that. There was sometimes I wanted to cry and I'd be like, you're not going to cry. You're not going to cry. And I would swallow it. And I can tell you it felt like I was swallowing a golf ball. That's how much pain was in my throat that I would just keep shoving down and keep shoving down. So I'm a different person now.
Well, thank you for being a different person.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Go ahead.
Find yourself.
Please.
Take yourself on a journey.
You would be amazed.
And let you find yourself. That's right. Let me read this shit off. I'm going to give it right back to you. We're almost done. Can I read it?
Yes.
Jesus. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on the Margie Show. And we're going to see what Margie wants to fill today. God damn it, Margie. Can I eat this one line, please? Please, Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Dan, do something. Okay, this is our time right now. I'm going to say something real fast before Margie gets in there, right? Okay, chances are you lost a piece of yourself in the relationship. Now is your chance to find you again, and this can be fun. Okay, I want to say that because I want you to have some fun with yourself now. Look at yourself. This is the assignment. I want you to look in the mirror, okay? Same thing my mother told me when she seen me losing myself. She said, Negro, you need to take your ass and look at yourself in the mirror 10 minutes a day. I'm like, I don't want to do that. And she would come and check to see if I was looking in the mirror. I would just look at myself and really get to learn your features on your face, see your face, see your nose, see your eyes, and look into your soul and be okay with looking at yourself and being okay with you. I think that's such a big thing that we are so far removed from ourselves. Okay? And so
and that's why I am always talking about own your now and live your moment. Because that's all you have. At the end of the day, when the lights go out and you're at your most vulnerable moment when it's just you and you're laying down, who's there with you? What do you have? Who's there with your thoughts? It's you. You get yourself up every morning by the grace of God. You get up every morning. So you should be grateful, and you should share that gratitude with him. You should say thank you and get up and realize that you are always there for you. Give yourself credit. Compliment yourself. Love yourself. Remember what I said? I get up every morning and I hug myself.
Here we go.
Because, I kiss myself. I say, good morning, beautiful.
Good morning, beautiful.
We're going to have a great day today. You're awesome. You're fabulous. Every day I come up with a new affirmation.
Yala, question. Wasn't you supposed to be here instead of watching this?
Yes.
We're almost done. Thanks a lot for having us wait for you. The reason why we're late because we was waiting for you. Not because I was late. We was waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho. So, get to know yourself. It is such a beautiful discovery. And I've never won the lotto because I don't play.
I know shit you didn't.
Because I don't play. Maybe if I play, my chances
we need to come on, Lucky 7.
But you know what? I would say money comes and goes.
Snake eyes.
And you're not going to be able to take money with you. And in your darkest moment, money can't buy you happiness. I think that when you finally make the decision to seek within and find out who you are, it's going to be better than winning the lotto.
I don't know about that. But
yes.
Making it rain in the strip club will do it for 90% of men in America. So
until they close the strip club.
And they'll
You gotta go home. But when you find...
But for 90% of American men, all men in America, make it rain.
Yeah, see? You always gotta take it somewhere. Always.
She said she's at my baby's house. Her baby? She got a baby?
What's the truth, Lisa? Making it rain at the strip club.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, Lisa. Okay, I'm going to run a few things down because we're almost out of time. Okay, don't casually ask mutual friends about them. I know people have a hard time when you break up with somebody. You say, well, how's Derek doing? Okay, don't ask about Derek. Leave Derek the hell alone. Why Derek? Oh, shit, we done touched the nerve. She said, what about Derek? What about Derek? I got people taking their weave out in the back. I'm sorry. Oh, no, you didn't say something about Derek. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you for reinforcing what I just said. Stay away from asking about Derek, okay? Okay, don't compare yourself to their new person. So when they get a new person, don't you sit there and look and say, well, shit, I'm better than her. I'm better than what she got I don't have, okay? Don't even do that to yourself. He probably don't even know why he with her ass, okay? So let alone you trying to figure out why he with her ass, okay? He probably don't even know. Because every time I talk to a man, I say, why you with her and not with your lady? Oh, she just do things the other lady won't do. Like what? Really? Any woman, and I'm going to tell you the trap before we go. Remember, men, if you're dating a woman and you just start dating her and she knows you with somebody, be careful. That means she already has an in-game plan. Either she's just having you for fun or she's trying to get you to be her man. Okay? And she's trying to get you to either one. If she has you for fun, she might just play you out. But if she's trying to get you to be her man, Oh, she gonna do everything you like.
No, but let me tell you something. There are some women that might get involved with a married man, and maybe it's because that woman doesn't want a commitment.
Not these days.
And maybe because that is like a safety net for the person.
Just to have somebody.
They have somebody
what you
there.
Call them, the buddy, the love cuddle buddy, the cuddle buddy.
So it's not that they want to ruin the relationship of that other person, and it's not that they're trying to gain any kind of monetary sugar daddy shit. Maybe it's just a companionship with no strings attached, but it's still a safety net.
Listen, I don't trust no women. When they talk about no strings attached, out of 100 women, only one of them will say no strings attached to the
it means I don't want a relationship.
Okay, but I'm saying the women talk shit. I don't believe y'all. I don't trust y'all. Okay, when y'all say that y'all don't want a relationship, after you don't want a relationship if he ain't worth a damn. But if that dude is doing some right shit, after a while, you want a relationship, you lying asses. Okay, I'm about to get off here because I'm sick of you women today. I'm done it. I'm done with you over there, you over here, and you over there. I'm surrounded. This is bullshit.
Listen,
no, you're with it.
This is good. Okay.
Yeah, that is exactly it. But men think logically. And they're like this when they're thinking. And then they think they know it all. But then when you ask them about their woman or women in general, they generalize it to the point where it's still like an empty shell. They really don't seek. And for those who do seek, okay, there are a few that will do learn. But how many times a man will ask their wife, well, what do you want for Christmas? How long we been together? You should know exactly what I like. Fuck what I need. You buy me what I need when I need it.
A washing machine.
But what I like. So, yeah. And women get emotionally attached. But you know what? Let me tell you, Nancy, we are the strongest species in the universe. And although we may be emotional, we still know what the hell we want. So if we don't want a relationship, but there is an attraction, but we don't want a commitment, then it's a good pair. Anyway, so this whole show is about you, and it's about where are you now, and
that was wonderful.
Accepting where you are now, and carving your path to where you want to be as the individual who now can make decisions on your own and who need to make it to where you find happiness. And always, you know what? If you stay connected to God, to your higher power, you're going to always have somebody there. So you should never feel alone. And just carve that path and find out who you are and make yourself a better person. Graduate to that 2.0 because I'm fucking fabulous right now. And I love me. I love me with all my flaws and in all my loneliness and in all my phenomenalisms. So live your moment and own your now and move forward to be better. Always to be better. Namaste, mi gente. Good night. Have a fabulous weekend. And we will see you Tuesday. And thank you everybody who joined us tonight with the love.
Peace in the Middle East.
Amen. Good night.
All the ladies in it. Love y'all. Peace out. And we don't own the rights to that song. We don't own the rights.
Say good night, ladies.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.
You heard it in the background. I'm your private dancer. Dancer for money. Do what you want me to do.
May you have the best birthday this year.
Oh, right. Bernice's birthday.
Buenas noches.
You came out with a pop the bottles. Pop the bottle.